Hello again. Thanks for joining us. Maria's back again. Another little adventure. And today we're in North Yorkshire. Just at Fylingthorpe, which is near Robin Hood's Bay. And sorry about the wind noise right from the start. It's a little bit better today, but we've had some dreadful storms, and we're just setting out on a walk, taking in part of the Cleveland Way, the stretch from Robin Hood's Bay down to Ravenscar, and then we're going to cut back along the disused railway. We're staying at Middlewood Farm campsite just above Robin Hood's Bay in Fylingthorpe, and we arrived yesterday, but we didn't do any filming because it was absolutely leathering it down and blowing a hoolie, yeah, so it's just sideways rain. So we just sat in the van yesterday and made a dash for the pub once it was a little bit of a break in the weather, didn't we? Had a lovely meal though in the Fylingdales Inn.
Yeah. Really
nice Sunday dinner in there. But anyway, if you want to see a little bit of the North Yorkshire Coast and the old disused railway that I think went from Whitby all the way down to Scarborough, stick with us and see what we see. But yeah, it's a bit windy, but it's yeah, a beautiful blue sunny day now. Catch you in a bit. Right, so we're just getting down into the fantastic little village of Robin Hood's Bay, which is well worth a look on its own. So we're here for a few days, so the plan is to bring you a separate video of just having a little explore around Robin Hood's Bay. Right, we're just coming up to Boggle Hole now, which I think it's just sort of like a... I've been here before years ago when we used to stay in Robin Hood's Bay. I think it's just like an inlet where a stream meets the sea. Not sure if there's a cave down there or something as well, I'm not sure. But enjoying it so far, it's real nice, isn't it?
Nice.
Bit muddy, bit blowy. But the wind's not really cold because it's coming across from the west, and on this coast, if it's you know, if the wind's coming in from the east from Scandinavia, it's normally an awful lot colder. So yeah, lovely day. So there's a youth hostel and a cafe. I'm sure the youth hostel comes in very useful if you're backpacking the Cleveland Way, because the farmers' fields looked pretty uninviting with barbed wire and whatever, so there's not much option for wild camping by the look of it. Muddy up here, about just over 2.5 miles from Ravenscar now, which is where we kind of turn back and head along the disused railway. It's absolutely gorgeous up here, really bracing, as you can probably hear. Sorry about the wind noise as usual. It's, yeah, what a lovely stretch of coastline this is. And no sooner are you down than you're climbing back up again. So every little gully that comes down carrying a stream costs you a big descent and ascent. Must be yeah, quite soul destroying if you're carrying a full pack on the Cleveland Way. Like we've got some sort of Second World War gun emplacement or something up here. Let's have a bit of a nosy round. It's amazing it's survived, to be honest, with all the coastal erosion and landslips. Might not be here for that much longer. Be gone. Can't get down inside now. A fascinating little place, very narrow, and you've got sort of angled windows where you could get a gun out, and then these sort of supports along the side for some sort of it's probably a rest where you could rest your elbows while you were taking aim. Yeah, very interesting. When it was coming up I didn't think there was that much of it left, but the invaders. Ravenscar now, so a bit slow going because it's so muddy. You're just trying not to slip all the time, but nearly there, and see what this railway track's like for the route back. Ravenscar used to be famous for making alum, which I think is used as a dye fixative in the textile industry. And there is a signpost you can carry on along the Cleveland Way and see the old remains of the alum works, but we've kind of cut inland and we're just heading up now to pick up the path of the old railway now to start heading back. So might get a little bit more sheltered from the breeze, and who knows, if we're lucky we might get a little break from the mud. I think there was about 15 millimetres of rain yesterday, so you know, the mud's hardly unexpected. Right, that's some climb up away from the coast, and I think it's nearly finished Maria off, but this is where we leave the Cleveland Way, and we're just heading back at that sign for the old brickworks, and then just beyond that, that'll get us to the railway track. Fingers crossed. Well, you found the railway, so we're just turning left onto there, and that will take us directly back to our starting point. Getting attacked. Some of these old railway tracks that have been converted to footpaths, it can be a bit boring really, you know, really straight and whatever, but this is a really narrow railway. It's quite tree lined, and it also twists and turns along the contours, and then you've got these the lovely yellow gorse bushes that are out at the moment, so it's quite a pretty route actually. Yeah, not a bad return route. Each of the big huge sandstones has got a little divot in it. I learned from somebody else's YouTube video that's how they used to kind of hoist the stones into place. You can see each one's got its own little hoisting point. Right, so we're just on our last stretch now, back to the farm and the campsite, and it's been about 13 kilometres, 8 miles or so, and yeah, it's been a lovely walk. If you're in the area and you're looking for a nice circular route of about that distance, it's oh yeah, well, that section along the coast, it's, you know, every little river that flows into the sea, you've got a steps down, steps back up kind of thing, you know, so you've got to be aware of that. But this route back along the railway, as contrast, is nice and flat. But yeah, lovely walk. And compared to the shocking weather we had yesterday, the weather today has been beautiful, hasn't it? Yeah. So, well, if you've stuck with us this far, thanks for joining us. And the link to the route will be down below if you want to follow it on the OS Maps app. But other than that, I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching, and no doubt we will see you very soon again on another video. Cheers now, goodbye, bye.